want someone with a young family that's in the school system. We think that's a great checks and balance system, and if it's, we don't think it's too late to find that, but even at a minimum, even if it isn't, even if it is, then we want someone who's coming in who's gonna have a succession plan to find that person. Because that's what we want. We don't think that, we think the odds of getting the person you want is that person that's not just part of the school, but is part of the community for the long haul. And I just don't think that, you know, the person on that path has been a teacher and a principal and is 30 years into their pension and now, you know, they got some period of time left here. I just don't think that that person is going to be as invested as the other. But going back to the basics, and we talked about, you know, it's very important that this relationship, this is something that I noticed when I was on the board that kind of caught me off guard. I mean, I guess I can understand it, but I was surprised that it was so openly that way. Is I don't, and maybe it's not in other places, but to the degree that there's just almost this open hostility between, in particular, the superintendent and the teachers, I don't understand that. You know, I get where they could get that way in a given situation, but just to kind of be this us against them, I never really grasped, you know, and I felt that that's the way it was when I was on the board. I know we've had some, you know, some rough times here more recently, but I don't see that. I think that we need you know, that person that's going to be a leader and that they're going to be visible and in the schools and about, and the kids are going to see them and the teachers are going to see them. And I mean, that touches on obviously being visible present to employees and students and boosting morale. You know, the law used to be that these were one-year contracts, right? And then it changed, when, 20 years ago, about, give or take, where now you can have these multi-year contracts that theoretically have to be tied into these goals. But of course, you read the contracts and what the goals are, they're so vague, they mean nothing. So I don't know if you can do it, and I know the pushback's going to be, well, you're never going to get a qualified person if you offer a one-year contract. But we disagree. We think that you should offer a one-year contract. And, you know, if someone earns a long-term contract, then fine, give it to them. But I think that these long-term contracts just kind of defeat the whole purpose, because then they don't have to, you know, it changes the dynamic. You know, if you know you're here for 4 years, to me that, I don't know, I just think a one-year contract, you're going to get a better performance. Now,
Educational leadership, inspire, be the leader your district looks to become better, challenge others, new fresh ideas to bring people together, create the fire, engage the community. And inspire and engage is kind of an underlying message you'll see throughout. Community and team building, again, I feel it's a solid message coming from the board at all times. Personnel management, inspire again, district staff willing to reach out